Hello, hello. Hi, replay viewers. I'm so happy you're here. Thanks for coming in tonight to relax and craft time. And hello, Catch viewers as well. Catch viewers, if you'd like to watch live, download the Periscope app and search for Penguin and Fish. I'm here every night at 9:30 p.m. Thanks, guys, for watching. We are going to continue on my block of the Splendid Sampler. We got a little bit farther last night. I just wanted to show you. I have it stored in my binder here. I'm gonna put it up a little higher so you can see. So I store everything in my binder. Everything in front of this side is not finished, and right now we just have mine that's not finished, and then everything behind are my finished blocks. So those are some of my blocks for the Splendid Sampler so far. Ooh, these two are kind of cute together. So yeah, and then in front, oh, and we printed on recycled paper. And then this is it. Oh, thanks. Oh, welcome to Periscope. It's fun. I like it. All right, guys, I'm gonna flip you around and we will get going. Hey there! Happy Wednesday, guys! Thanks again for coming in. You guys are the best. I really enjoy chit-chatting with you in the evenings here. So like I said, we are going to start the next Splendid Sampler, or not the next Splendid Sampler block. We're going to continue on my block, which is block 11. I got to be a designer for the Splendid Sampler. So this is my block. I'm number 11 of the Splendid Sampler. You can go check out thesplendidsampler.com to find out more about the project. It's a year-long quilt-along. There'll be 100 blocks total, and they're all done by different designers. We're only on block 11, so there's a long time yet. You guys still have time to catch up. They're released every Thursday and Sunday, so tomorrow we will be starting a new block. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I'm super excited. I don't know if there's been any sneak peeks on the Facebook page yet, so I don't know, but we will see. But yes, tonight we're gonna embroider more. So if you guys got your embroidery needles, or let me know what you guys are crafting. If you're new here, my name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we create lovely and quirky hand embroidery patterns and kits. I'm the author of Sew and Stitch Embroidery, and I'm a fabric designer as well. And every night I'm here at 9:30 p.m. Central, and we chit chat and craft. Why are there hearts on your screen? If you tap your screen, it'll like make hearts. For no reason, really. I don't think it counts up how many hearts you have, but that's it. I don't know if it does anything. All right, I'm gonna flip you guys around again. Let me know what you're working on tonight. Australia, it's lunchtime with Alyssa in Australia. That's funny. All right, here we are again. So I'm just gonna grab the rest of my supplies. If you notice, I keep my hoop right in here. Why do you use the way knot once you have work done? I just use the way knot to start and finish my floss, or just to start my floss, just so I can weave in the back. It's so I can have a really nice back. I don't have any knots on the back, and that's because I've done the way knot, and we will be doing that right now again. All right, so let's move my journal out of the way. Oh, addressing bridal shower invites. Is it for you? Are you the bride? All right. Instead of weaving into start. Yep. Instead of weaving into start, I do it at the end. Just because I like weaving it 3 times. So in it, like back and forth 3 times. I think it's stronger than if you're just weaving it in the once, and that's kind of how it is if you're weaving as you go. If you notice, again, I've taken the embroidery out of the hoop while I'm not working on it, so it doesn't, permanently crease the edges. Okay. Oh, a good friend. Oh, that's awfully sweet of you to be addressing all those for a friend. All right, here we are. I'm keeping it rather loose in here. It has that stabilizer on, so it's inherently a little stiffer. Oh yeah, Cora, I'm so happy I got be in there. I missed the last half of it though. Well, I don't know if it was half, but I missed the last bit. The hub's called, so I had to answer. I need to do Periscope on a phone and have a separate phone for talking or something so I can still watch Periscopes while I talk to him. That'd be really rude, wouldn't it? Oh well. Alright. Snipping, I got my 6-strand embroidery floss. I'm using like this really fun variegated floss. And you know what? Look, we're getting down to the end of this. I'm hoping I have enough. I mean, this is a whole thing. For Weeks, this is such a cute name, Sweet Pea, but this is Weeks Dye Works, and the skeins that I got were only 5 meters, and it seems like 8 meters is kind of the standard, so it's quite a bit smaller. Like almost half as small, really. So I wonder if I just have sample skeins, but they look like full skeins. But yeah, they were only 5 meters versus, you know, the 8 meters, which is like what I think is pretty standard in the industry. So I don't know. But yeah, I'd be super sad if I ran out of that skein. Like if this wouldn't get done in one skein. I've never had a project that used up a full skein. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Oh, thank you! Yeah, I'm liking this variegated floss though, because it's just slightly variegated. It's really, I mean, it's almost imperceptible. It's just a little bit between this slightly darker and slightly lighter it's kind of like a dirty lavender color. It's not like a pure lavender. It feels like it's got some, I don't know, dirt in it, I guess. Okay, so, you guys, I had 2 crazy things happen today. I guess it's not really crazy, but it's fun things to me, but, one was yesterday, I guess, but if you've been here for a little while, you know I've been, talking about the book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, by, Marie Kondo. I got her second book from the library, Spark Joy. I think that's what it's called, right? I got that from oh, you're reading it now! Oh, so funny. So, in her book, she talks a lot about, well, you know, solely about, does this object give you joy? And if not, you should get rid of it. Yeah, I put a knot. Oh no, I don't put a knot by the needle. I just leave a kind of a long little bit. I know some people like doing that. Oh, did you read the second book, Cora? But yeah, so I was reading the second book, and I was thinking, well, and the other thing is that, you know, let's say it does something for you that gives you joy. You know what I mean? So, oh, the hubs is home. So I was thinking about that while I was reading it in the morning, and I was thinking about my kitchen utensils, and I was thinking about the coffee grinder, which I hate. I hate our coffee grinder so much. And I was thinking, yeah, but you know what? It makes me coffee, you know? so it's good. But it still doesn't do the whole bring me joy thing. Like, even though it makes me coffee, it annoys me every time I use it. So that's not good, right? That day, that was yesterday. So yesterday evening, when I went to make coffee for today, the coffee maker broke. The same day that I was thinking, oh man, that coffee grinder does not bring me joy. So it broke, and I bought a new one today. So we have a new coffee grinder. Which I thought was kind of hilarious. Oh, Kathy says hi, John.
Hi, Kathy.
John says hi, he's home. He got groceries. I know, exactly, right, Cora? So, yes, the stars were aligned. That was just hilarious. And then the other thing that happened today is the stars were so aligned on this too. I need a new winter coat. Well, first of all, it snowed today. It snowed like probably not 6 inches, but it snowed a good 3 puddly, big snowflaked inches today. Ugh, it was not pleasant. But I needed a new winter coat. So I went to REI, which is by us here. They're like an outdoor, sportswear type stuff for like, hiking but they have nice winter coats there. And I went there and I'm like, oh no. They had no winter coats. They had just all the spring coats out. So I asked someone that worked there and she's like, oh, you just have to go upstairs. So I went upstairs and there was one tiny rack of clearance stuff and it had one winter coat on it. And it was perfect. If there were 100 winter coats for me to choose from, I would have picked that one. And it was my size. It was the singular only winter coat in the whole store. And it wasn't pink, which I hate when things end up pink for women. It's like a nice gray, and it's got all the fancy winter coat doohickeys that I like. Like it has the little finger thing, the thumb thing that you can put your thumb through, and it has that extra coat on the inside that you can take out for spring, and it has that little belt thing that you can snap for when it gets really cold and windy. I mean, I live in the Midwest, so I take my winter coats seriously. I had a lot of specifications for it, and I'm telling you, it was hiding upstairs. It was the only winter coat in the building, and it was perfect. And majorly on sale, so that was awesome. So those are my two things, my two stars aligned things of the last couple days. I also bought sandals at REI, which are always really tough for me, and I got like the perfect sandals too. So I bought a major winter coat and summer sandals at the same exact time. But that is how it is in Minnesota, I suppose. And the other day I could have worn the sandals outside because it was so beautiful the other day. I know, seriously, right? I should go buy a lottery ticket. This is like my week for that stuff. Oh, goodness. Yeah, sandals and a winter go in the same. But I have like really narrow feet. And that's what it was. It was the KonMari, the life-changing magic of tidying up. I got rid of all of my sandals because none of them fit. And they were either totally disgusting flip-flops or they didn't fit because my feet are really narrow. So I got rid of all of them. And when we went to Jamaica with my family, I didn't have any. I didn't have any sandals. And my mom happened to have an extra pair, so I used her extra pair. So I didn't have any sandals, and then the perfect ones just popped out at the store today for me, and man, I'm like loving shopping this week. It's going well. But yeah, so I'm stoked. But yeah, I should get that lottery ticket, that's for sure. Yeah, I love it. The life-changing magic of tidying up. I've only done the clothing so far, but even that, I made my closet just so pretty. I was freezing today. It's 63 degrees. Yeah, it wasn't even that cold. It was just giant snowflakes. So the snowflakes were serious, like this big. And they'd melt right away, but they were coming so fast that we still got accumulation of like 3 inches or so. I mean, it's kind of all melting now, but oh god, it was not fun looking outside. Yeah, it's a great book. I definitely read The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up first, and then The Spark Joy, because The Spark Joy just touches on all the things. It is kind of goofy, I mean, but she totally speaks my language, but this is not the language of everyone. She treats everything like it's a living, breathing thing, like the socks don't like it when they get sad when you bunch them all together. You know what I mean? Like, so she gives everything a person sort of thing. What is that? Anthropomorphic. Something like that, right? Is she pregnant? That's funny. Yeah, people ask if it's, like, how do you do it with kids and stuff. Cora, I like the personification. Anthropomorphism, that's it. I like this Spark Joy one, and you know what? I didn't think I would, because I'm like, I think I got it. I get it from the life-changing magic of tidying up. I don't need the second one if it's going to be talking about the same thing. But so far, I'm actually really liking it. It shows how to do the things more, but it's also really cute. I'm going to jump up to these. I forgot that I didn't finish these guys last night. So, I don't know. I like it. I'd recommend it. Add to next order. Yeah, it's funny because we can ask for books from our library, and when they come in, you know, I was number like 100 or whatever on the list to get the book or whatever, and then it just came up all of a sudden. So, oops, you know what? I'm doing this wrong. All right, this one I'm gonna do the opposite ways. So this one right here, I'm doing back the normal, my normal chain stitch way. I put in the wrong spot. I've been doing this sort of reverse chain stitch on here. If you guys have been, you know, we've talked about it the past few nights. It's by Marie Kondo. Kondo is Kondo. It's translated from Japanese. Yeah, there you go, Marie Kondo. But yeah, so now I'm doing the loops the not reverse way. So once I do the next loop, I'll go back to doing it the reverse way. Oops, you know what? I'm messing it up too. I'm like doing it half reverse and half not, and that's not gonna get me where I need to be. All right, let's do this last one. But yeah, I mean, I think I like it. So I've done the clothing, and I made my closet. I have like barely a closet, and I put a dresser in there, and I took a lot of stuff down that was hanging up, and I just made it really cute and just things that I like, and I folded everything all, you know, fancy the way that she folds stuff, which is pretty interesting. And so I got the clothes done, and you know, now I got my new coat, my new winter coat, so I can get rid of my horrible old winter coat that, you know, I suppose didn't bring joy. So I'm pretty much done with the clothing, and what she does is you don't clean by room. You go by category, and there's a special order for the category, and clothing is first. So you take every bit of clothing in your entire house, and you do that first. And books are next. And I've started the books. Actually, I'm pretty far with the books. I just haven't gotten rid of any of the books yet. The ones that I don't really especially want, I've put on a pile. But now John and I, my husband John, now we're like, oh, maybe we should try selling some of this stuff instead of donating it all or throwing some of it away. So now that brings up a whole other thing. So now we'll be like storing it to sell or something. So I don't think we've really made a big decision on that yet. But as of now, my giveaway books are still on a pile. And I need to make a big day out of it again. That's what she suggests doing it, like make it more of like an event. The clothing, it took me a weekend probably to do that. And actually I had done a first pass of the clothing a few months before I had read the book, so I was already a little ahead on that, the clothing part, so that didn't take as long. But yeah, I just have books stacked up yet. I don't have a good storage space for them yet. We rearranged a bunch of our bookshelves, so now I don't have as much book storage as I used to, so I don't have a solution for that yet. But yeah, I would totally recommend the book. I dig it. And like I said, she says everything's like a human, which is so cute, and it totally speaks to me because that's how I am too. Like, oh, the thread is happy to like finally be in a pretty picture, you know what I mean? Like, I think of things like that. I need a month. I swear I get rid of stuff every month. Like toys. Yeah, so she claims that once you do this process, like her KonMari way is kind of, it's like her name abbreviated. she claims that she's never had anyone relapse after going through this program, basically, which seems surprising, but actually, now that I've done the clothing, I could see that being the case, that you would, that you wouldn't go back, because you care for your things more. Like, you're only keeping and buying things that you love. Oh, good night, Melanie. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, so I mean, I can see, like, I wouldn't have bought these sandals today or this coat unless they were perfect and I thought that I'd really, really love them. You know what I mean? I think you kind of stop getting stuff that you don't love, and you put, and everything you love, you treat, you know, this is the whole human thing again, you treat like, you know, they're in a place of honor, you know what I mean? In the Spark Joy book, she talks about bras a lot and how your bras should be treated like queens. And they should be put in a pretty box and never fold them up and all this stuff. It's just so funny. I kind of love it. You know, I've kind of laughed, like, you know, out loud to myself a few times when I read some of it. So yeah, I think it's worth a read. But again, I would definitely, I mean, this would be my preference at least. I would read the life-changing magic of tidying up first, because she goes into, it's a lot of story about her, but it goes into the thinking of it all a little bit. A sack of potatoes. I wish you could find a bra I love so much. You know what? She actually said that more than anything, what people say when they clean their whole house is that they've gotten rid of all their bras because none of them have brought them joy, and they buy pretty bras to replace all the ones that they don't like. Which she's like, it's some weird thing that happens like all the time during this thing, and I think that's kind of hilarious. But yeah, I mean, you just want all your stuff to be pretty and displayed nicely, and you know, if you love it so much, why is it stuck in, you know, this drawer? You know what I mean? It should be displayed somehow, and she goes into all that, and it's true. So I'm hoping to keep going with it. I'd like to get through the rest of it. I mean, the other categories are like papers, so like just papers you have around the house. I think that's like all office papers, and there are about 12 teas I need to toss now. Oh, nice. And miscellanea is another one. She calls it kimono. I guess that's a term for your miscellaneous stuff. So I think that would kind of be like, you know, your kitchen tools, kimono, yeah. And just things that are laying around. You know, your drawer full of pencils, you know what I mean? Do you need all those pencils? Are they pretty? Do you like them? Do you use them? Do they bring you joy? That's the whole thing. You have to hold every single item and ask yourself, does this bring me joy? Like, if I hold this elephant, this is full-on joy. This is the best thing ever. You know, right? I mean, if I hold this candle, I love this candle. If I hold these coasters, I mean, my mom made me these coasters and I love them. You know what I mean? Like, all that, you know, all that's important. You go through everything. You know, my scissors, I love, my craft supplies. That's a good pile of love, the ones that I use all the time, but I have drawers full of fabric and other stuff that I know I could go through, so I'm a little afraid to get to that. It changes how you see things, yeah, exactly, and I think that's the big part of it. Oops, I pulled that a little tight. I thought I had more thread back there, I guess not. And then the last category is like treasured items, like keepsakes, like neither of those are the right word that she uses, but it's like photos and memorabilia. That's it, Cora. Yeah, so I'm a little scared for that area, but I know for sure, just looking around at my knickknacks and stuff like that, that some, are kind of meh for me. And some things, like some gifts that I'm just sort of meh about. She says that it was an honor to receive the gift, just because it's done its job by being given by the other person, you don't have to keep it indefinitely forever. It's served its purpose, so you can thank it for its purpose and let it go. So I know there's a few things like that around the house for sure. It gets easier to discern as you go. Oh, that's good. Have you done your whole house, Cora? Because I know you've done this, right? Like I said, I've only made it through clothing, but man, it feels good to just have things that you like. And she also says, don't go crazy throwing stuff away. It's not about throwing stuff away. It's about keeping the things that bring you joy. So, I mean, don't be like, oh, I'm all excited. I'm doing great throwing stuff away. You know what I mean? That's not the point. And you don't want to feel bad later for throwing something away that gives you joy. Even if it's like a weird, crappy thing, if you love it and it brings you joy, then it's worth keeping no matter what. But the things that are out is way easier. Yeah, so I'm digging it. I think it just kind of, maybe not everyone would like it, but it totally speaks to my personality and me wanting order and things to be clean and just pretty things everywhere and things that I love everywhere, and this whole like human thing that she does, the anamorphism. I know I'm missing a couple vowels in there, and consonants, but anthropomorphism. Is that all of it? Oh, you're getting a unit soon, so I'll purge as we put it in. Yeah, so it speaks to me. I know some people are like, oh, it's just weird. She talks about this stuff in a weird way or whatever, but I'm loving it. So anyway, that was the coffee maker story, I suppose, is how we got talking about that book. But I just thought it was hilarious. I had just that morning been like, I don't think that coffee maker brings me joy. And there it goes. It breaks the next time I use it. After I put it out there, it was mad at me that I told the world I didn't like it, and so it broke. Meant to be, exactly. Funny. All right, we're getting around another loop here. I know, I've totally hijacked this embroidery scope with my my chit-chatting. Get a sewing machine away. Oh, for the same reason. Oh no. Oh, but it wasn't giving you joy. If you weren't sparking joy for your coffee maker, yes. I was trying to make it be joyful because I'm like, well, it makes me coffee in the morning, and I love coffee in the morning. But it was still, like, every time I use it, it annoys the heck out of me. It's just so dumb. Yeah, exactly. I was trying to make joy happen. And if you hold it and the joy just isn't there, it isn't there. And you physically have to hold it and be like, does this bring me joy? It's just kind of funny. Past tense. The struggle with guilt of all that. You'd think I was a depression baby and not a 33-year-old. I know, that's actually why she does it in the order that she does it. That's why you actually start with your clothing, and you start with your, like, shirts. Because she says that you wear your shirts closest to your heart, so you'll know easier with your shirts than anything else, if it brings you joy or not. And it also, when you get rid of shirts and clothing, it also looks like you've done a lot in a short amount of time, which is rewarding. But yeah, she addresses that, and you know, even if you haven't worn it or you haven't you know, used something that much, you can, you know, this was the example that I liked from the life-changing magic of tidying up. Like, if you bought something at a store and, you know, you bought the shirt, but you brought it home and it doesn't quite fit right, but it's still pretty, but you never wear it, you can honor that shirt by saying to that shirt, you know, You don't spark joy for me right now, so I'm gonna get rid of you, but thank you. You really made me feel awesome when I saw you in the window of that store and bought you. You made my shopping day that day, and I thank you, shirt, for that. And it's so weird, but it, you know, thinking like that actually totally helps. I mean, what helps me with that sort of guilt stuff is, you know, just thinking, you know what, someone else is gonna love you more than I love you, so I'm gonna, you know, donate you, and you're gonna find your right person. It's funny stuff, but I love it. But yeah, I just, you know, I wish I could just not work for like a month, or well, it wouldn't take a month, not work for like 2 weeks and do my entire house. That'd be freaking awesome, but you know, that's not how it goes. But yeah, I think I'll do a brush over my books again, and then I have to at least store the books. Like if we want to sell some of the books, I gotta store them. I actually opened I've been like opening Instagram accounts lately. Oh yeah, so you guys, if you don't know, I started 2 new Instagram accounts. Quilty Love and Embroidery Love, and I actually started a 3rd account that doesn't have anything on it yet, called Tidying Up Sale. Oh wait, is it Tidying Up Sale or Tidying Up Shop? I think it's Tidying Up Sale. So I was thinking I'd maybe start putting some of the things that I'm getting rid of from the life-changing magic of tidying up there in case anyone else wants it. Because I'm going to get rid of some craft books and some other books and that sort of thing. So I'll have, oh, you're there. Funny. So I made a little Instagram thing. Right now there's nothing on that one, the Tidying Up Sale, I think it is. But yeah, so all of a sudden I have 4 Instagram accounts as of like last week, so that's kind of crazy. Oh, and speaking of social media, I did make that, I made that group page, guys, on Facebook, like you said. Oh, thanks, Harmony, thanks for coming in. So, if you guys wanted to join the Penguin and Fish, like, what are you making? That's Penguin and Fish Facebook group. It's called Penguin and Fish Crafters. I think that's what it is. Penguin and Fish Crafters. So I think you have to, like, I haven't had a group before. I haven't adminned a group. So I think you have to click join or whatever, and then I have to say okay for you or accept. So if you do it now, I won't be doing it because I'm here. But I'll check it afterwards and in the morning and stuff. So if you have any Penguin and Fish stuff that you're working on, like the free pattern or from our website, or if you finished up this Splendid Sampler block, throw it up there. I'd love to see it. Oh, rejected. Yeah, I'm pretty much not going to reject anyone unless they're clearly spam. But I got it all set up. I had to ask a bunch of people advice on that because I know a bunch of people that run groups and they had a ton of advice, but I know all you guys are nice and lovely, so I know I don't have to worry from you that you're crazy people. You're my nice peoples. All right, so we have this second bit of 6-strand embroidery floss. We'll use this up and yeah, keep going. So we did that pretty quickly. We did this whole bit up here and then this whole thing and started a 3rd little bloop here. Apparently there's a Penguin and Fish Chips. That's kind of funny. That sounds like a restaurant name. Penguin and Fish Chips. I'm looking now. Penguin and Fish. Oh, it's penguin with the ampersand. Fish. Crafters. And there's no one on it yet. It'll be clear that it's mine though. It has you know, penguin and fish photo of like the embroideries and all that stuff on top in the banner. But I did it, so I'll start posting some things in there too, like of the little the embroidery that we're working on with the birds and stuff. Oh, I should post a picture of this up there too. That'd be fun. All right, let's. Oh, did you guys? You know, I totally skipped over that away knot, weaving in the away knot. But I'm gonna do another away knot here. Nope, can't find it. Can I look under your name? It's not secret. It's private, but it's not secret, so it should be searchable. So penguin space ampersand space fish space crafters is what it should be. If you look for it and search for groups, I found it. Oh, okay. All right, good. Yeah, I don't know how all that works. All this searching for stuff, but I noticed that I have a problem finding people and stuff sometimes too, which seems weird. Okay, good. Hopefully you guys can get it, and then I'll approve all y'all when I'm done here tonight. But yeah, and Faye, you'll have to throw up your Splendid Sampler block. I think we'll be doing this one for a little while. Oh, you got it. Oh, yay! Good. That's awesome. So I'll do some approving after Penguin and Chips does, though. That's hilarious. I'm gonna have to look at that. That sounds like an awesome restaurant. Maybe if I ever get a restaurant for Penguin and Fish, like when we have a little studio that we sewed up the other day here, for block number, what was that, block number 10? No, block number 9. The Penguin and Fish studio. Maybe if there's a restaurant in front of there, we'll have to buy them out, that Facebook page, and it should be called Penguin and Chips. Wait, Penguin and Fish and Chips. Or something. Penguin and Fish and Chips. That'd be fun. Yum. That sounds good right now. Some fish and chips. Ugh, yum. That'd be so good. With some vinegar, and I haven't had that in a long time. Alright. Starting this new pineapple. Oh, we'll once we're done with this pineapple, we're more than halfway done with this deal. Oh wait, are we though? No, we're not more than halfway done. That doesn't make sense. But we've done more than halfway of the pineapples. I hate fish, but could live in fries. Yeah, fries are good. Have you had fries with ice cream? Not like mixed, but you know, you eat a fry, and then you eat some ice cream, and then you eat another fry. Oh, that's good stuff right there. Oh, sorry, Cora. Cora can't have any of that till for 3 more days. Cora's doing the whole 30 food plan. She's on day 27. Ooh, fries on a salad. That sounds good too. Sounds like tomorrow's dinner. Funny. Ooh, fries and Wendy's Frosty. I know that combo. That's a good one. That's a good one. I've not had either of those together in a long, long time. Every once in a while, when it's super late and that's the only thing open, we'll go get a Frosty, but we haven't done that for years. Yum. John and I used to have that chocolate Frosty pretty often, though. Fries and a sandwich and sauce. Man, fries sound really good. You can tell that I did not have a big enough dinner tonight. John brought home some groceries, so I think we might have food now. But yes, I definitely did not have a substantial enough dinner. No Wendy's where I live. Oh, no Walmart either. I haven't been to Wendy's in a while. I always get the spicy chicken. I like this purple. Kind of noticed on my Instagram feed, there's a lot more purpliness happening over there, it seems, lately, and I think it's because I'm doing this purple embroidery. I think my candle is starting to burn my eyes. I don't know if that's the best candle to have here. I have a different candle. We'll do that one tomorrow night. The smell of this one, it's a handmade candle that I got from a place by my mom's house, my parents' house, and it's called Smoke and Mirrors, the candle flavor. So it's it does kind of have a little bit of a smoky smell. It's just kind of like a nice, like, boy smell. Just nothing fruity, nothing sweet, which I kind of like those sort of smells. But I don't know, it's kind of getting to me tonight. But it's pretty, I like the flickering of it. Man, I'm kind of wondering where else I should go shopping, like, this week, so I can have, like, all the magic shopping powers happen at that store. But yeah, I mean, seriously, this new winter coat, I so would have bought that anyway. I know, the lottery store. I should, I've never bought a lottery ticket before. I know we talked about that when the Powerball was $1 bajillion. But I should go get one. That would require walking into the gas station instead of just buying gas at the pump, though, wouldn't it? I'll send you $1 to get me one. Nice. Oh, funny. Alright. The first half of this pineapple is almost done. So I'm excited for tomorrow's block. I'll probably have to most likely get all the sewing out again. My dad's fave expression was, "It's only a sale if you're gonna buy it anyway." You know what? That's good advice. Exactly. That's kind of where my brain is sitting too. I don't usually just buy stuff because it's on sale. Especially now, after the life-changing magic of tidying up, I only get it if I'm doing it on purpose and it sparks joy. Are you gonna make the bunny block? I don't think so. I haven't really decided yet. I'm thinking probably not. I didn't make the flower block to either, the one that just came out, the other bonus block. Just because the only time I'm making them is in the evenings here. And as you can see, we're getting a new block tomorrow, and I'm not even, nowhere close getting this one done. And I think if I added 2 more blocks, I just would get further and further backed up. So I'm kind of sticking to just the main Splendid Sampler blocks. I did do the first block that was the pre-block, before the sampler started. There was one get started freebie block. I did sew that one, but no, I'm probably not going to do these other ones that come up along the way, unless we all of a sudden have time for it, really. I mean, I think at this point I'd kind of rather, if we do have time in between blocks, I mean, this one will have to get done, but if there is time between the blocks, I think we'll continue on that embroidery that we're working on with the, I think I got it here. We're doing, see, I have it all contained. We're working on this embroidery. So the frog is next, and we even have colors picked for them and everything already. So I think I'd rather do that than add more blocks. I'm kind of just sticking to the 100. That's plenty for me. And like I said, this is the only time I'm doing it with you guys here, so it's takes me a lot longer than a lot of the people who are posting all their blocks, because I'm only doing it in 45-minute, or probably an hour-long bits, but with chit-chatting and yapping the whole time too, so I'm slow-motion quilting too. Have any of you done any of the bonus blocks? I thought the bunny one was pretty cute. I like the little bunnies. And actually, I'm not huge on holiday decorating stuff. So I mean, the bunnies were cute, but I don't have any kids, so I think maybe that's it. But I don't have like the house all full of Easter stuff or anything right now, so I don't really need like an Easter edition. I finished the flower and the first. Had the bunnies iron on. Oh, fun. I mean, they're definitely cute. I did the flower pot, but not the bunnies. The flower pot was pretty cute. I like that little flower pot. But we did, block 4 was kind of like a pot of flowers too. But yeah, I know it's all different. It's definitely, I'm using the chance to practice machine applique. You know what? That's what I need to do too, actually. I want to take, maybe I should do them eventually. But I want to work on applique through this process. I know there will probably be more applique coming up besides the bonus blocks, but I'd love to do more needle turn applique like I did for the first block, the one with the heart. That was just so fun. It's kind of like this. It's just like handwork, and you just get to feel the fabric with your fingers and the needle and all that, and it was so relaxing, like way more relaxing than I thought it was going to be, and I really kind of feel like that might be like my new jam, that needle turn applique, so I need to give it some more tries, because I really think I'm going to, I think it's going to be one of my crafts, because I kind of dig it. And I've kind of been wanting quilting to be more of a handcraft for me. Like, I love, my go-tos are kind of, if I just want to chill and sit, I like knitting and crochet, but I always kind of wish that I had like a fabric related thing that had that feeling to me. That wasn't embroidery. I mean, embroidery for me is a lot more decision making, but with needle turn applique, I mean, once you have it all kind of basted on, then there isn't any thinking. You're just doing, and that's the feel that I want. That's the feel that I get from knitting and crochet. And so it kind of had that feel when we did the heart block. So I definitely want to go down that path a little bit more, because I'd love to have, a fabric version of knitting and crochet for me. So I'm kind of excited about that. So yeah, so I'm excited about all the applique stuff that's coming out. I've only been doing it here, so I've been focusing on the main ones. But I'm pretty positive there'll be more appliques in the main ones too. The portability, yeah, exactly. Like, I love the idea that I could have like a nice big square of fabric with some, have you seen Hawaiian quilting? Where it's almost as if they've folded a snowflake, or folded the fabric a bunch of times like a snowflake, and they cut it all out like a snowflake, and then they undo it. Oh, it's beautiful. You should actually Google it. Google, I think it's just like Hawaiian quilting. It'll come up. So, like I said, it's like when you fold a snowflake on the angle, or a piece of paper to make a snowflake, and you cut out all the pieces. It's the same thing, but you're cutting kind of like leafy shapes, and then you unfold it, and you have this giant like leafy thing, and all of it is hand. Then you baste it on, and then you needle turn applique around all these intricate. I mean, like, it would take years, because you're going in and out and this whole thing, right? I could just imagine sitting down and working on a project like that for a long period of time. I just think that'd be super cool. And it could be like a fun, interesting pattern or something. Yeah, I mean, I think Hawaiian quilting, if you Google that, I think it's Hawaiian quilting. Maybe it's Polynesian quilting. I'm not sure. But if you probably type in either of those, it'll be pretty obvious I mean, like from my description of like the snowflake and the leafies, you know, it's one big motif that's all equal parts, in fours, I think, usually, and all just one giant piece hand appliqued to another giant piece. I mean, it will be, if you see an image of it, it'll be very obvious. Oh, the Aloha Quilt was a book. Oh, so yeah, that's interesting. I'm sure there's like some awesome books about it and stuff. I just kind of love the thought of doing that. Even if it's on a small scale, like if you just did, you know, the size of a yard of fabric with, well, that's pretty big still, like a fat quarter size of fabric with some motif on top that you hand applique. I don't know. I got ideas, but they're in my head still. I gotta draw them out, and you know, right now we're focusing on the Splendid Sampler. that's taking up most of this evening craft time, at least for the time being. But yeah, I'd like to get on some other crafts and stuff again in the evenings here too. That's what's nice about the Splendid Sampler, at least, is that there's a big variety of things, so we're not doing the same thing every night. Yeah, I know, for the better part of next year. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, yeah, I guess that's true. So we'll be doing, it is kind of it will be the focus till, it'll probably go to February. You finish the second one you finished the second one of these? Wow. So with pearl cotton, so I actually want to try another one of these with the pearl cotton as well. I think the pearl, it just is so shiny and pretty, isn't it? I mean, like I love that. So do you like how it turned out with the pearl? I think I want to try that. Except for then I'd have to make another one of these and you know, I don't know. If I travel sometime, maybe I'll do that. I did just the medallion, so it's different. Oh, it's drying now. Nice. If you get a fluffy towel and set it on your ironing board and then put the embroidery face down on the fluffy towel, you can press right on the back of the embroidery and it won't flatten the stitches, and it will suck out all the wetness, so you won't need to let it really air dry. The iron kind of does the work. I've been using DMC variegated and it's knotting like a son of a gun. Try letting it dangle like this for a little bit and let it release itself a little. This is just something, sometimes it can just get tangled, but what I'm doing with the back of my hand is I'm feeling, like here, I'll try and do this backwards. With my finger, I'm feeling every stitch that's coming out the back. I'm like using this finger a lot to feel what's happening. So I'm feeling it go as I pull the thread through, and then as I start my next stitch, I'm actually holding my finger in between the last stitch and the new stitch so that the thread doesn't tangle up against each other. So as it goes through, I'm keeping it separate, and then I let it go like that. Try that, the embroidery braille, yeah, and that actually kind of helps to at least feel what's going on. You'll be able to feel if you get a knot, and you know, it might still be a tangly mess, but that'll help to kind of hinder it a little bit, I think, because you're just protecting it from getting too tangled with your finger. But yeah, see, again, I'm holding that one piece apart and then letting it go. So I'm doing that with every stitch. So like this finger is definitely working back here. How's your mom doing with block 11? I'm not sure if she's, oh wait, did she do the embroidery yet? I'm not sure she's done the embroidery on it yet. She's going on a trip right now, like on a road trip, so I think she might have gotten it ready for the road trip. I did see the block And the block looks awesome. She used like really light pale colors, and I kind of wish mine was looked like that. But my just the fabric I'm using just isn't like that. I'll have to look it up. I am using a different device for the scopes now, so I might be able to look it up tomorrow or something, and a few of her blocks. I don't think she'd mind if I showed you guys that, so I can hold like the phone with her text of the blocks down here and show you guys. We'll do that tomorrow. But yeah, I love the colors that she's doing it. She's doing it scrappy, and I don't know if she's done the embroidery. I feel like I would have known, like I'd remember that. Yeah, ask her first. I probably should. I don't think she'd care that much. But I don't know. Alright, we are almost done with... Oh my god, this is weird. They're playing, Okay, my Pandora is super weird. They're playing the Mad Men theme song, but it's not the Mad Men theme song, it's wherever they got the Mad Men theme song from. It just totally threw me. Yeah, we're cruising along tonight. We did this whole thing. I think we did some of these up here, and then we did this row, this funny row here, and then we did all this, and yeah, we're definitely got another segment and a little bit more done. I think I cut my thread a hair longer than I did last night. Cruising along. Yeah, I still think it's gonna take about 9 sessions. Because this is like, okay, so we sewed it. Sewing it was session 1. I think this is the 3rd session of embroidery, so this is the 4th session total. So let's call another section, let's call this 5, 6, 7-ish, and then 8-ish, and taking the stabilizer off. So 8 or 9-ish, I think, and this is number 4. So we're halfway done about. So hopefully the blocks coming up are pretty quick, because then we can get back to this and finish it up. All right, I'm going to try and get that last stitch out of here, and then I'll weave in the ends, and we will call it for the evening. Yeah, we did finish a bunch, though. It's coming along. However long, it's nice to watch and chat. Oh, that's nice, Kathy. Yeah, this is like the best, just being able to hang out with you guys and stuff, and be crafting at the same time. I keep saying that I've been doing this for probably almost 6 months now, I think it is, and probably more like 5.5 months. But I've gotten more done, more crafted, and more projects done in this 6 months than I've done like in the past 4 years. Like, seriously. So I mean, having this dedicated time to make stuff has been awesome, and I get the like super huge bonus that I get to hang out with all you guys, and that was something I just wasn't expecting when I started all the Periscope stuff. So that's been like totally the best. Hanging out with all of you. All right, snipping our away knot for the evening, and we'll weave in that, and that will be that. But yep, no knots or anything on the back of here yet. I am doing a few little jumps, but I don't care so much about those. All right. It's more spider webby on the back. That is a good night of embroidering. Love my scope buddies, yes. Me too, Cora. Alright, last little bit here. Okay, and here we are for the night. I'll take it out of the hoop again to protect the corners so they don't get permanently creased. See, look at them bend. It's good to take this out. I think the embroidery stabilizer will help protect it a little bit, but still. All right, so here we are so far, guys. I think I'd call that, I think this is the halfway point. So splitting it through here. I think that I'd call that a good halfway done. Let's get into focus here. But yeah, see there, now in focus, you can kind of see some of the variegation of colors and stuff. So yay! Oh, and then you can see all these little purple dots that will be behind it. Ah, I'm kind of excited about those. All right, guys, I'm gonna flip you around. Oop, there we go. Sorry. There's the light. I got new light bulbs in the lamp today. So, all right, guys, here we go. You're gonna try and print this out and do it. Yeah, you should, Kathy. That'd be awesome. But yay! So thanks again, guys, for coming in. I appreciate it again. And we'll be here again tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Central. And it's block 12 tomorrow. So a whole new setup. We'll get the sewing machine out again. And I wonder what it'll be. I have no idea. I'm excited. So good night, everyone. See you tomorrow.